Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan, and today I'm doing like a super quick little video of my Disney movie marathon. I know usually these videos tend to be fairly lengthy when it comes to these discussion type videos, but I decided to just do something like super quick this time around because first of all, it's a topic I keep bringing up over and over again, and I'm getting tired of doing it, to be honest with you. Not against the movies, I'm just saying. But fans would like to see a third film for Frozen, not just any third movie, but would want it to be a live action movie. Yeah, that seems kind of bizarre if you ask me. A live action movie to an animated film. Okay, in this case, films made because they made two with the CGI. I mean, granted, yes, they made that one TV show that they appeared in Once Upon a Time, the fourth season, I believe. That was done in live action. But that doesn't mean that they should do, a movie as live action. It's just kind of weird, I guess, in that case, I guess. But yeah, there's some fans that want this. And a lot of people be asking, should Frozen 3 be a live action movie? It's going to be animated or live action, but, this guy, like a mixed response. Some don't mind live action, but some do, but which would be the appropriate approach to be the best way to do it. So, I mean, it's not a surprise that, a popular movie, we get a bunch of sequels. Look what happened with Shrek, or look what happened with Kung Fu Panda, or anything else for that matter. Of course, the original Aladdin, I got sequels, or the original Beauty and the Beast, I got sequels. Cinderella got sequels. Tangled almost got a sequel. I mean, it kind of did, even don't count the animated show, I guess. But there was going to be a Tangled 2. But that was ditched for the animated series. Well, and speaking of Tangled, the rumors have it is that they might do a live-action remake of that. And so maybe people might think that might be an approach to go to make a Frozen 3 in that way. There's a live-action remake for Cinderella, two of them actually. Both were pretty bad, I'm going to be honest here, folks. But yeah, I'm just going to do this real quick, I guess. Yeah, Aladdin was turned into a live-action movie. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs could be potentially live action. I know Tinkerbell would be turned into live action. Alice in Wonderland was turned into live action. Yes, I brought up those two characters. Alice and Tinkerbell were originally considered as princesses, so there's that. And then, but yeah, in that case, you could just start that off with live action. In that case, in that regard, it just seems kind of bizarre, don't you think? It's a weird approach. It's a really weird approach. Like you would want them to do that way. And just, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not really like, I'm not really thinking they should do a third one in anyway, to be honest with you. But have it be live action? I don't know about that. This is a video did discussed before, but this is being brought up again. So I guess I'm just throwing my 2 cents again, of course. But, I mean, granted, the part 2 of Frozen 2 was not planned whatsoever, like, at all. But it was made anyway, sure. But yeah, the characters did have plenty of character growth, especially Elsa and Anna. But what can they possibly? I guess Kristoff in some ways too. I guess you can say, sure. But yeah, it just leaves me to wonder what can they possibly do next? How can they expand on what they already had made previously? You don't want to seem like it's just nothing more than a cash grab. But yet the fans are. I mean, I'm not including myself, obviously. I do like these movies, of course. I've always talking about them, sure, but I'm not. I don't want to attach myself to a certain fan base when it comes to Frozen because, like I mentioned in that one video I did before, a lot of fans can be extremely shallow, and it just seems like a lot of them just want to see them again in the movie. That's it. To see them again. To do what? I don't know. What's the story? I don't know. What's going on? I don't know. What's the point? I don't know. Well, what's going to happen? I don't know. What's going to be the new adventure? I don't know. What's going to happen? I don't know. What's the point? I don't know. What's the theme? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They just want to see this characters again in the big screen. For I don't have the slightest clue. Just to be there, I guess. And that has been one of the dumbest things I've heard. Just there, just to be there for its own sake.
That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard, you imbecile.
Don't you think that's also a bit of a formula to turn these princess movies into live action films anyway? And speaking of trends, it's either, first of all, it's either going to be a reboot, or second, a sequel, or third, a prequel, or fourth, a spinoff, or just something in the lines of that, or fifth of all, maybe it's gonna be maybe like a TV show or something, or maybe or sixth of all, maybe a movie that would take place in between the prequel and the first movie or something, like a combo of prequel slash sequel kind of a thing going on. I don't know. There seems to be like a thing going on. A lot of these movies just seem to be getting a franchise out of the blue, out of a sudden, all getting rebooted. That seems that's my point. It seems like a trend. I mean, it always kind of was when you think about it, but it just seems to be excessive more nowadays, and especially with the Fast and Furious movies, which I think would have got one spinoff so far. I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's getting ridiculous at this point when you think about it. But yeah, it's either a lot of stuff now. It's getting sequels or prequels nowadays, or spinoffs or TV specials or anything, something like that. I don't know. Seems kind of weird to me. So yeah, just follow begs the question: how does it make this stand out too? That's a lot more stressful. How can I make this stand out? Not just make it average princess movie. I mean, sure, the first Frozen movie wasn't exactly the same old stuff. They had their own spin to it, and that was a hard follow up. So Frozen 2 had to change things up quite a bit, which it did. Frozen 2 changed up a little bit, sure, to make it more interesting. What can they possibly do for the third time around? So I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know what they can possibly do to make it work without making it seem like cash grab. Which, yes, I realize that the movie industry is, well, a business. Well, yeah, no kidding, Sherlock Holmes here. Duh. But still, that doesn't excuse lazy work. But anyway, that's not just like I said, just not my 2 cents in this subject matter again. Keep bringing this up over and over again, but whatever, guys. Just making a sequel for its own sake just makes no sense to me at all, folks. But they want it to be done. But these are the same type of people to complain if the movie turns out to be really bad. What? So yeah, I don't know, folks. It's just nothing that makes any sense, like at all. What can they possibly do anyway? When it comes to a narrative or whatever. Anyway, I guess that'll be it for now, folks. I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff I want to do for this Disney-a-thon anyway, so. But yeah, like I said, I want to just keep this short and sweet. I know these usually long, like I said earlier, but yeah, whatever, I guess. I'm tired of repeating myself. Later. This entire thing just comes off. It's just simply said just to be done for nostalgia. That's it. That's how that's what I got from all this. Just simply from nostalgia. They got fond. They have fondness from the first time they watched the first film. That came out in like what 2013, and it's 2021 now. So yeah, it's been a while. You can say Frozen, the first one, has been long enough to have nostalgic memories of it. I guess you can say it's been out that long. I guess you can say, and like a fondness of sort of memory and whatnot. That's how it just comes off. They just want to do have another Frozen film out of nostalgia stake. I guess you can say just for that and nothing more. That's kind of stupid. I mean. And then again, it goes back to what I said earlier. If the movie turns out to be lousy, they never get mad. Whatever. I mean, vote with y'all is what I'm saying, folks. Just make sure they have a good story. Make sure there's a really good story for it. I guess. Like I said, I don't keep repeating myself. I keep saying that. Every time I talk about Frozen 3, have a good story. Have a good story. Have a good story. Have a good story. Okay, I don't. Whatever. I mean, just make sure you have great writers and whatever. If I'm getting that, and that's also the whole bit where the third part curse. Gotta keep that in mind. The third part curse. That's like a whole video unto itself right there. Anyway, later.